Hi, this is Renee from Custom Scraps by Renee, and I'm here today to do an inking and chalking and put together of part of a file from Marjorie Ann Designs, and it's called Sweet Dreams, and it's a baby file, and I think there's 6 bears in it. And we're gonna ink and chalk 2 of the bears today, because if I try to do any more than 2, then my video will be way over an hour, and so we won't do that, so it doesn't be quite that long. And I am going to use Gingerbread by Catherine Puller for the main color, and then for the lighter one I'm going to use Spice by Catherine Puller. And I have a lot of new followers, and a lot of people have asked me some questions about how do I do my inks, and I always use these little hand holder things with the Velcro, and I have each one of them in their own little container, and I have the color of the ink right on top of it. So I'm looking for this one. I'm going to look for Gingerbread, and Gingerbread is in this one, I think. No, Gingerbread's over here. And I have it all named, and I just opened the lid, and I have the Velcro side down, and then that way I can just push it down and use it. And a lot of people think that this is probably a waste of money, but you can get like 20 of these for like $6 off of Amazon, and they actually last I'm gonna say 6 months to a year, which is a relatively long time compared to finger daubers for me, because I go through finger daubers. I can't even hardly get through one piece, and I've already tore the finger dauber up. And granted, finger daubers are also pretty cheap to buy, but they're a lot more messy and leave a lot more pieces behind, and so I like to use these. And so I did around the edge dark, and now I'm just going to go in and try to blend some of the brown in. And this gingerbread, it looks really dark, but it does lighten up a lot. You know, I'll try to get a couple of bears done a day. And this is for a custom order, so I'm not going to be doing a scrapbook page on it. I have like 5 custom orders to do, so it'll be a while before I actually do a scrapbook page. But then I'll be back to doing paper pieces, inking, chalking, and then putting them on a scrapbook layout, because I kind of like that, to go from the very beginning to the very end. So, and then after I put the dark around the edge, then I just hold the dauber flat to the paper piece, and and you want to hold it a little lighter. You don't want to bear down on it really hard, but hold it a little lighter. And I just kind of try to get to bring some of the color and blend it further in on the piece rather than just stay on the edge. And that's just the way that I've been inking it. It's not the right way or the wrong way. It's just the way that I've been doing it. And I like the way that it looks. So, and that's what inking really is all about, is about how you like it to look. If you like less ink, then of course you wouldn't do it this way. But if you like the look, you know, of the ink around the edges more, then this might be something that you would like to do. And then I have my center is always lighter, and these little bears are really cute. They're laying up in a bunch of clouds. And it looks like I may have to go let Blue out because he has found something outside that sparked his interest. So I just go around the edge to get the edge pretty dark. And then just real light touch to feather in the color. And I only just recently started doing this way, so I'm still learning it and practicing it. So there, I took it. I'll be right back. What'd you see out there, Blue? Stop it. Wait. Wait. Stop it. Boy, he really saw something up there. Trying to get through the window. So I get the edge pretty dark. And like I said, then I just go flat and with a really light touch. Try to bring some people may consider this the ink bleeding, but I guess I'm purposely putting it here so I'm not bleeding the ink. And I do use Catherine Puller inks, and I also have Stampin' Up inks that I use, and I like both of them. Catherine Puller inks are not archival. She does have a couple archival inks, but they're the black inks. So if you're looking for an archival ink, I probably, you know, would stay away from her inks. I like her ink. She has a lot of colors, lots of different colors, lots of bright colors, and they do fade, but all dye inks eventually fade. So hers will eventually fade too. The only inks that are not going to fade are pigment inks. So, you know, I guess I'm going to enjoy the color that it is. And I do know that Tim Holt and Ranger has a lot of archival inks in different colors. So if you wanted to look at archival inks, I know they have quite a few of them. I think he found that squirrel, because that's what it sounds like he's barking at. We have a squirrel out there. Just one squirrel. But we give it nuts all the time, and he hangs around, and he likes to torment the dog by, he'll sit just so high in the tree, just barely out of Blue's reach, and just sit there and look at Blue, and Blue tries to climb the tree to get at the squirrel, and it's so funny. They're too funny when they're out there, but drives Blue crazy. And rabbits, we have quite a few little rabbits in our yard, and I guess would say he has a high prey drive for rabbits and squirrels, but he doesn't do anything with our cat, which we had a lot of trouble getting a Doberman because they all kept telling us, you know, has too high of a prey drive, can't have cats, too much of a prey drive, you know. And then when we got Blue, oh, they said he doesn't have any prey drive. He gets along really well with cats. And granted, yeah, he does get along with cats, but he does have a really high prey drive. And he, you know, he does get along with Mowgli. And that's probably, you know, other than not knowing the history, that would probably be the hardest thing about adopting a dog from the rescue, is trying to get one that, number two, gets along with kids. Well, they won't adopt. They won't let you adopt if you have children in your family. And we don't have any children, but I have grandchildren. And but you know, if they don't get along with cats, then, you know, we couldn't adopt them. And so it took not quite a year after Atlas passed away that it took to finally find another Doberman. And it actually wasn't until they found out that Cody had passed away that I think they changed their mind onto how fast they were going to help me find another dog. It seemed after, you know, I had said something about being really lonely. Now, you know, with Atlas gone, and then with Cody's passing, you know, I was really lonely. And they were like, oh my God, Renee, I didn't know that. And I don't try to advertise it, though he is coming up on 1 year anniversary. I'm not looking forward to that at all. So then I'm going to pull it off and put it right back in the little container. And it does keep them from drying out. Whoops. And this one is spiced. And that's going to be the inside. And spiced is right here. And it also does look a little dark, but it and since this is such a light color, I'm going to really be gentle going around the edge. Not put a lot of pressure. And if you think you want your edge a little darker, you know, just go back around the edge of it. And these are the inner ears and the muzzles that we're doing right now. And so, like I said, I'm be really gentle with the color, so just barely tapping it. Blue is a pretty good dog. He doesn't, he would be a really good therapy dog if he was trained, because he doesn't, he's not bothered by people. He doesn't get excited when people are around, you know, like wanting to see him. He doesn't jump up on people. He doesn't get excited around kids. He's very laid back. And he would make a good therapy dog. I should see about taking him and training him to be a therapy dog. So he gets kind of stubborn. Especially at night when it comes to sleeping on the bed. When we first got him, he has his own bed to sleep on. And he was such a good boy. Slept on his own bed. We thought, this is really great. We're not going to have any trouble with him, you know, trying to get on our bed and sleep on our bed. And that lasted about a week. And then after we fell asleep, he would jump up on the bed. And then it started, as soon as we turned off the lights, he'd jump on the bed. Now he just jumps up on the bed anyway. And when I tell him to get off, or stop, or get down, or whatever, he just stands up on the bed and doesn't get off. So he gets yelled at a couple of times, and then he'll get off long enough to turn around and jump back on. So he sleeps on the bed most of the night. I think he gets tired because it's not very big. It's only a queen size bed. And I think he gets tired because he wants to sleep in the middle between me and Dave, and it gets kind of crowded. So a lot of times he'll end up going downstairs in the living room and sleeping, which I'm glad. And the nice thing with this is your inks don't dry out. So if you have just one little thing to ink, it works really well because the inks are still pretty moist inside there. Okay, so got these two little people together, these two little bears. And I'm going to be using art glitter glue. always, I like to tilt the head. I don't hardly ever leave them straight. And this is little Imagine sticks. I got them at Joann's, and they came in a pack of about 5, and they're silicone tipped. And they can just go in there, and you, like if you have any glue residue, you can just use this to take it off. And you don't want to use your finger to do it. Really, actually, I shouldn't do that quite yet because I need to put her hands on. And art glitter glue, it dries clear. And of course, I'm short one ear. And these, if you like pieces that have bases, these bears do have bases that you can cut out. I just don't use the bases. And I guess my main reason, well, for the paper part of it, I don't need to waste the paper, but also maybe I didn't want to have them in that exact pose. You know, you can't change the pose of the base, so, and you can change the pose when like I may not be able to tilt the head as much when I have the base as I could without the base. The only time that I would ever do the base is if it was actually part of the back of the body part. And they come with 2-part eyes. And I just put a little drop on each eye. try to leave about the same amount down at the bottom. And I go over here and just one little drop on each side. I kind of got her nose crooked, or a whole, anyway. And I don't put a lot of glue on the muzzle, that way I should be able to just lift it up enough that I can put the eye under it, the white part of the eye. And then on this side too. And then you can go ahead, if you want, you can tilt them in a little bit, the eyes, if you want. And she sits in a cloud like this. Okay, then I'll do him, and then we'll do the eyes in the end. Next, I have to do another. For some reason I worked. And I should have enough on here that I don't have to open up my inks. Oh wait, this isn't spiced. The gingerbread and spice are really close together. I was doing the inside, not out, see? And I got these containers. I got these at Michael's. And the first time I saw them in the storage, where they keep all their storage. And then the last time I bought some, I found them in the jewelry department. So, you just kind of have to look. And they were very inexpensive. print out of. So I just put a little bit of glue on the muzzle at the bottom. That so then I'm able to lift it up to slide the eyes underneath of it. And the same with the nose, I just put a little bit. There's another drop for the eyes. Okay. And he also stands in a cloud. Guess we can go ahead and glue that. Okay, so I have this Micron pen, and it's an 03, and I'm going to do the eyelashes with that. And I'm trying to learn to do upward eyelashes. And then I just go back in and fill in the spaces in between each eyelash with another little shorter upward one. And then do the other side. And then fill in between these two. There are some eyebrows. And then I'll just outline the eye with this 03. Just where the eyelashes are. and we will do his. So just take my pen and swoop it up. And then I'll fill these in. I'll just swoop it up. Okay, and I have to outline them. And of course, this is my favorite part of doing these little bears. And then I have Pen Pastels. It's a chalk, and you can get it off of Amazon. And this is called Neutral Gray Extra Dark. It's pretty close to black. And you want just a tiny bit. And you're going to go around the edge of where your eyelashes are at. So you'll start down at the corner. And then go upward towards the top. And the hope is that it's going to get thicker at the bottom and skinnier at the top. And Pen Pastel, you're never rubbing off, because they will smear. Just blow them away if you have them someplace you don't want them. Got a little too much over here. And I use, whoops, I use these they're little micron brushes. They're not like these. These are lash to put on false eyelashes, and you see how that is. And this is more of a micro brush, so it's more of a brush. I got these from Scrapbook.com, but when I went to go back, they were no longer in stock, and so I found some on Etsy. So if you're looking for those, you might try Etsy, because I like them a lot better than these little eyelash brush things. Now what I do with my eraser? Oh, there it is, because I kind of got this. Okay, and then what I do, this is just something I do, and you don't have to do it. Just I do it because I like it. Is I take the magenta pen pastels. It's pretty bright. And then I go right back over the black pen pastels with, and sometimes I have to pick up a lot of the broken pieces. And then just follow it back up with the black. And you don't have to do this. This is just something that I do. Because I just like the effect of how it looks on their eyes. Try to glue his eye down. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see how good I end up putting this back where it belongs. That looks good. Okay. And then I used the magenta, and I used just a regular makeup brush. So just give them a little bit of blush. Just like take a little bit on the muzzle. And then I have this Brisk Learner pen, and I got it off of Amazon. It's just like a gel pen. And I'm going to do it to do their eyes. Sometimes if they work. guess I should make sure and brush off any pan pastels, because they will make your pen not write as good. Like that, see? I do not like the size. But they're easy to fix. I'll have to show you how. I'm gonna take and we'll do just a little bit of blending. And I just have this little blending brush. And I'm gonna use called White Titanium Pen Pastels. And we just do and we're gonna do some highlight right around the space. And this just kind of helps brighten their eyes a little bit, brighten their faces. And just do a little bit down here. A little too much there. Nice thing is you can just erase it with your eraser. do that. And with their eyes, I'm going to take this black pen and there they are. I am gonna put some Nouveau Morning Dew on the black part of their eyes, just to give them some gloss and shine. And the nice thing with this is after it dries, I can go back on top of it and redo the white part of the eyes, those little white dots. And make them stand out better. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm going to put the Nouveau drops on before I even do the whites of the eye. And then let me get my black glitter. And this is from Pops of Color, and it's called Black Magic. Okay, and there's the two little bears. We only have 4 more to make, so I'm going to end this video now, and I'll be back shortly with 2 more bears, and I hope you like this video, If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're not, thank you for following me. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. I do try to answer all my comments. And I just want everybody to have a great day. And I will see you very soon. Thanks. Bye.